This video is brought to you by the Sapper Prepper UK. In the next 10-minute explainer, I'll take you through a checklist-style rundown of must-have manual tools for SHTF. I've cut a lifetime of survival into practical, usable advice, concise, practical tips, and quick demonstrations where needed. In a crisis, you don't have time for guesswork. I'll explain why each tool earns a permanent place in your kit, how to maintain it, and simple demonstrations to show proper technique. Expect clear priorities, what to buy, what to avoid, and how to pack each item so it's ready the moment you need it. This isn't theory, it's field-proven. I'll discuss materials, sizes, and a single safety tip for the higher-risk items. Stick with me for the whole checklist, and you'll walk away confident that your manual tools can keep you fed, sheltered, and moving when power and convenience disappear. Short enough for precise work, blade steel matters. 1095 for toughness, 5160 for toughness, 154 cm for corrosion resistance, if you can afford it. S30V for corrosion resistance, if you can afford it. Avoid thin, brittle steels that snap under prying or heavy use. The sheath is underrated. Get a sturdy Kydex sheath. Get a leather sheath that sits securely on your belt attached to molly or on your pack. Retention and easy access are critical when things get chaotic. I want my knife available without fumbling. Safety tip: always cut away from yourself and practice safe pass-offs with a partner. The single quickest way to end your usefulness in the field is a preventable blade injury. Chapter 2. A compact folding saw is the surprise hero of any kit. Far faster than knives for wood cutting, less exhausting than an axe for light work. I favor arborist-style folding saws with coarse teeth. Teeth close up, showing coarse bite. They bite into green wood quickly. They bite into dead wood quickly. Portability is key. A 21 to 24-inch unfolded blade. It folds into a secure handle and packs easily on a belt or in a pack pocket. Some saws have replaceable blades. A smart redundancy if you spend weeks off-grid. Maintenance is simple. Keep the teeth clean and lightly oiled, and don't force the saw sideways. Use full strokes and let the saw do the cutting. That extends blade life and keeps you efficient when fuel or energy is limited. When demonstrating, I'll show the proper grip stance and how to cut without binding the blade. Tidy, fast cuts make warm fires and dry shelters practical even for one person. Chapter 3. A hatchet or small axe brings controlled chopping and splitting where a knife can't. I keep a compact, well-balanced hatchet for shelter framing, splitting kindling, and emergency tasks that need brute force and control. Choose a hickory or synthetic handle with a securely set head. Head retention is life-critical. The blade should be sharp and slightly convex for splitting, with a protective sheath for transport to avoid accidents. Handle care is straightforward. Keep wooden handles oiled and check for cracks. Replace a handle at the first sign of weakness. Technique is more than strength. Stance, controlled swings, and follow through ensure accuracy and prevent overreach. Safety: never swing above shoulder height and clear the work area. Practice proper chopping arcs and always wear eye protection when possible to avoid flying chips and splinters. Please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. A multi-tool is the everyday multi-purpose device that keeps tiny problems from becoming disasters. Look for pliers, a quality blade, scissors, a can opener, multiple screwdrivers. Those are the core tools I use daily in the field. Pick a full-size Leatherman-style tool with locking blades for durability, or a slim commuter model if you prioritize pocketability. Stainless steel construction resists rust and lasts longer. Versatility beats novelty. Replaceable tools, accessible bits make repairs on gear, lashings, improvised fixes straightforward. Keep it oiled at the joints, periodically sharpen the blade. Maintenance is simple and pays huge dividends. In demonstrations, I'll open sealed tins, tighten harnesses, improvise simple traps. The multi-tool is the reason you can often avoid heavier single-purpose tools in an emergency. A folding entrenching tool is compact but performs the heavy lifting, digging fire pits, digging trenches, digging latrines, digging shallow shelters. The right blade shape gives you spade functionality and shovel functionality. Look for hardened steel blades and a solid locking mechanism. Make sure the handle assembles tight. A loose spade is a liability. Compact models fit on a pack, but still provide real leverage. Use the E-tool as a hammer in a pinch to clear debris and to move coals. Treat it like a mini workstation. Maintenance is minimal. Clean soil off, dry it, and apply a light coat of oil for storage. Demo: dig a shallow drainage trench, shape a fire pit safely, and focus on proper leverage and body mechanics to make digging quicker and less tiring. A pry bar provides leverage that simple hands can't match. Forced entry in an emergency. Demolition for salvage. Removing nails or boards. Flat pry bars for finesse. Claw bars for pulling nails. Larger bars for serious leverage. Strength is everything. High carbon steel, heat treated and tempered. It will bend but not snap under load. I avoid cheap brittle bars that can fail when the situation demands force. Length trades portability for leverage. A 12 to 18-inch bar hits a sweet spot. Use prying points and blocks to avoid damaging the tool and to multiply force. Position your feet and shoulders to use body weight rather than relying on raw arm strength. Technique prevents injury and tool breakage. I'll show safe prying angles, how to protect surrounding structures, how to remove stubborn nails without ruining the board you might need. A reliable hammer and a basic selection of nails turn raw materials into shelter and repairs. I favor a 16-ounce claw hammer for balance, heavy enough to drive nails but light enough for repetitive use without fatigue. Carry a small kit of nails, common 8D nails, 16D nails. A few roofing nails, a handful of screws cover most repair scenarios. Nails are forgiving. They work when screws aren't available and are easy to improvise with hardened wire if needed. Alternatives matter. A rock can serve as a hammer in a true pinch. A wedge can serve as a hammer in a true pinch. A chunk of metal can serve as a hammer in a true pinch. And bent nails can be straightened for reuse. Store nails in a waterproof tin or small ammo box to prevent rust and rattling. Demonstrations will include proper nailing technique, leveraging a nail starter and using the hammer's claw for extracting bent nails without splitting wood unnecessarily. That's basically it. A manual screwdriver set with interchangeable bits is indispensable for repairs to equipment, vehicles, and household items when power tools are gone. Focus on quality bits, Phillips flat Torx, a ratcheting driver. A handle that accepts standard bits saves time and hand strain. Keep a magnetic bit holder, a small selection of spare bits for stripped heads. The difference between a 5-minute fix and a ruined panel. Storage matters. A compact case prevents loss and keeps bits dry. Consider a fold-out driver or a bit wallet attached to your kit so you always know where the right bit is when a repair crops up in low light. In demonstrations, I'll remove a battery cover, tighten a hinge, and show how to extract a stripped screw with a simple, improvised grip. Technique often beats brute force with screwdrivers. That covers the essentials. Chapter 9. Wire cutters and small bolt cutters open options. Cutting fencing for movement, trimming wire for repairs, breaking small padlocks in an emergency. Use wire cutters for thin gauge tasks and carry compact bolt cutters for heavier locks. Choose hardened steel jaws and comfortable grips. Cutting capacity is listed on blades and tells you what size bolt or chain it can handle. Compact bolt cutters around 14 to 18 inches balance portability with cutting power. Safety is critical. When cutting tensioned wire or chain, expect recoil and always wear eye protection. Inspect blades before use. Nicked or chipped jaws reduce effectiveness and can slip unexpectedly. Demonstrations will show cutting through fencing safely, snipping zip ties, and a safe method for cutting padlocks when all other options are exhausted. I'll also show how to use leverage to reduce the necessary cutting force. Chapter 10. A simple manual can open a P38 P51 is one of the highest ROI items for long-term survival. It's light, cheap, and nearly indestructible. It gets you to your food when batteries and electricity are gone. P38, compact, keyring ready. P51, more leverage, better for repeated use. Easy to maintain. Keep them clean and dry. Carry multiples in a dry, clearly labeled container. Durability and simplicity mean reliability. Nothing electronic to fail. Pack at least 2 per person and 1 extra for your communal kit. Opening food becomes a daily task when you're rationing. Redundancy matters. I'll demonstrate safe, efficient use, how to cut without spilling contents, how to deal with sharp lids safely, and how to repurpose lids and tins for storage or improvised cookware in a pinch. Outro, we've covered the 10 manual tools that form the backbone of any SHTF kit. A fixed blade knife, a folding saw, a hatchet, a multi-tool, a folding shovel, a pry bar, a hammer and nails, a screwdriver set, cutters, and manual can openers. Each tool earns its place through versatility, durability, and low-maintenance reliability, the traits you need when systems fail. Pack wisely. Distribute weight, protect sharp edges, and keep the most used items accessible on your belt or top of your pack. Train with the tools before you need them. Proficiency turns equipment into survival. A 5-minute routine to check condition and oil moving parts pays dividends when time is short. Remember, tools are an extension of you. Learn their limits, maintain them, and treat safety as a habit. If you take one thing away, prioritize a strong fixed blade. Everything else grows from there. Stay practical, stay prepared, and use good judgment out there.
The Sapper Prepper UK. Stack gear. Stay sharp.
If you got value from this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.